Though the flooding problem is as old as Norfolk herself, sea level rise and hurricane seasons are especially destructive to residents and businesses, and now the city of Norfolk is trying to tackle the continuing problem of flooding head on.
The issue of flooding is actually one of the manager's top 5 issues that he deals with on a focus area. Flooding, healthy Norfolk, neighbors building neighbors, and impact, which is basically our ability to take your calls and respond to requests of citizens are some of those priorities that he asked the departments and city staff to focus on.
Last month at Prutlow Library, Assistant City Manager Ron Williams and other city leaders outlined the city's flooding strategy in a series of presentations.
There's plan, prepare, communicate, and mitigate. Planning speaks to that long-term planning, study, and analysis. Prepare is talking about the more emergent or more immediate needs and how you respond in an emergency situation. Communicate is basically some of what we're doing this evening, and then mitigate is actually when we actually try to prevent or help remediate the impact that flooding has.
And there is a lot going on as city leaders look for ways to help keep you safe and dry.
So we have several department heads and the executive staff that meet on this issue every Monday afternoon. And a lot of what's in this plan, which we won't touch on everything that's in the strategy and under the work plan this evening, is discussed at those Monday meetings. We do have ongoing shoreline protection analysis, which really speaks to the Ocean View Willoughby beaches. We have legislative initiatives. We're working with partners both in the sciences and engineering, and then we're looking at best practices in building codes and zoning ordinances to help mitigate the continued damage to property.
Norfolk is also getting outside help with the issue.
We have a flooding awareness experts advisory group, which has really given us the ability to bring institutional residents, the Navy, the universities, NOAA, and also marry up sciences and engineering, and also gives us kind of a sounding board for what we're looking at, what the analysis we're doing, and asking them, hey, are we on the right track? Is there something else we should be looking at? We have had recently a study that shows our watersheds and the precipitation, rainfall, flooding, and how that impacts the whole city. And additionally, we have a study that's given us an understanding of the tidal flooding citywide as well. And we're going to start to absorb that and understand what we need to do for a plan forward. Both of those studies really give us a 2 to 3 decade kind of plan, like we have very much in the transportation realm, for the type of infrastructure that we should continue to provide and enhance.
Another goal is continual transparency. To help with that, the City of Norfolk has created a new flooding awareness website. Log on to norfolk.gov and click on Flood Awareness on the left side of the page.
We are trying to have this site meet your needs and answer some of the questions that keep coming up in the conversation.
There is a variety of flooding information available on the site, including all of the different studies that are going on, as well as updates on flooding mitigation. You can also find flood map estimations for Category 1 through 4 hurricanes.
You can zoom in and find your neighborhood and the property, and it'll tell you what Norfolk looks like in this kind of category storm. So those are all there in one place for you to use. And when we had our last event, those maps were used for suggested neighborhoods to evacuate. We used those storm surge maps.
In addition, you'll find answers to your most frequently asked questions when it comes to flooding in Norfolk, as well as links to capital improvement projects.
And these are specific projects that deal with stormwater, flooding, infrastructure improvements. And so we are trying to keep those up to date so you can see what we're doing citywide.
There are even maps that show what happened in Norfolk during storms like Hurricanes Isabel, Irene, and the 2009 nor'easter.
You call these maps up and they'll show you what the city looked like and what areas were underwater or more impassable or inundated with water, tidally influenced water at that point.
Additionally, the Federal Emergency Management Agency recently awarded the City of Norfolk nearly $1 million to elevate 5 homes in the Colonial Place and Riverview neighborhoods as part of the Severe Repetitive Loss Grant Program. A small victory for a city surrounded by beautiful but sometimes destructive waters.